Hi guys, I just realised that earlier on in the modern fluency slide, I said that we were moving on to planning today, but we're actually moving on to planning tomorrow. So I do apologise for that. Today was that just little bit of finalising our um, shared text. So we'll explain that as we go on. Sentence doctor today. Turn around, the guard shouted. No, replied Beowulf. Think about which of those words need to actually go inside the inverted commas. Think about punctuation inside inverted commas. Think about capital letters and think about that fourth rule of new speaker. Okay, hopefully you can correct it all. So pause the screen here and then we'll move on. Today we will finish the fourth chapter of our stories. So read back over your work from yesterday. How far did you get with your resolution? Once you've done that, let's reflect together on the overall structure. So if we look closely here, I'm not going to read all of this again because I've already read it a couple of times to you. You can reread it if you wish to. That's absolutely fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to unpick it a little bit again, just to lead on from yesterday's lesson and give you as much writing time as possible to get this completely finished today. So our first sentence or two, which I'm sure you all managed to get done yesterday, was where we create that suspense and set the scene, where everyone else is nervous and scared. But that leads into a little bit more dialogue where we see how brave our main character is, reassuring, fearless. Okay? And then just probably a sentence or two just to reintroduce the monster. He's awoken, he's ready for another night of attacking and killing all of the innocent village people, people in the castle, the soldiers, whoever that may be. And then finally, the battle itself. This is the main bit, and I predict that most people completed the first few sections here, but not that final paragraph. So really, really, really focus on the powerful verbs. All of those are so effective. They're not really long sentences. Most of them are short sentences because it needs to be short and impactful. If we add lots and lots and lots and lots of description, that action gets removed. It doesn't say he tugged the monster's huge long arm. It doesn't say Grendel swiped with a blah blah blah. We don't need that. All we need are the powerful verbs, short, impactful sentences. So if you haven't finished that already, make that your first task today and pause the video here. And then think about how can we end our story? I'm going to create a sentence, and what we're going to do is we're just going to update the reader now after the action. What's happening? What's our heroine doing? What about our monster? Is he dead? And the challenge X for your writing today is if you can actually take it one step further and leave our tale on a cliffhanger. So let's have a look at what Mr. Arnold's created here. Let me move this out of the way. The castle erupted like a volcano of joy. Lava spilched through the land in the form of locally brewed ale, and the king immediately organised a visit with Alcott, the now famous heroine. In a matter of hours, it's always good to reread your work. In a matter of hours, the brave warrior would be knighted, and the greatest feast the castle had ever seen would be celebrated in her honour. The monster was defeated. The ghost stories were true, but the villain was no match for the mighty Alcott. It had fled and must only be dead, gone forever. Here's where the challenge expert will come in. At least that's what they thought. The one thing the ghost stories forgot to mention was the most important of all. With every limb the monster lost, its hibernation allowed it to grow another one back. only twice as large. So I have a bit longer than what I said, really, so don't feel like yours has to be as padded out as this. The celebrations begin and the story's hero is praised. This is your final section. Now, this is your ending. You should have done your resolution where you have that action. This is after the action, just a short ending, however much time you've got left. So celebrations begin and our story's hero, heroine has been praised and is going to be knighted. Just a sentence or two. Then we want to leave the reader with a final statement, really. Everything's fine. They defeated the monster. The monsters, if you want to finish your story there, the monster could be dead, or like in Beowulf, the monster could run back and we think it's going to die. It had fled and must only be dead, gone forever. Finish it there, that's absolutely fine. Challenge X, if you're really looking to push your writing, leave it on that cliffhanger. What the ghost stories didn't mention was that the monster could never truly die. Every time it was weakened, it actually came back twice as strong. Think about your own ideas there as well. You can combine that. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you've already paused the video and finished your resolution, and now you're going to spend probably the last 15 to 20 minutes on your ending. Okay, tomorrow we've got a brief planning lesson, and then you're going to be doing some drawing. On Thursday it's a short bit of writing of a blurb, and on Friday it is some more creative work. You're going to be designing a front cover for your hot task. So this is your last bit of real writing for the week. So concentrate on it, and then it will be a little bit more creative again as the week goes on. Well done and enjoy year 4.